almost feel like I need a lab coat and goggles. We are going to be recreating a recipe from your grandpa's, or your grandpa?
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yes.
So these are butter candies, pulled butter candies.
Yes.
And we're going to be using peppermint. There's going to be some peppermint in there somewhere.
But we're basically magicians. We're taking ordinary white sugar, which no kid in the right mind, well, you taste it a little bit, but you get tired of it after a while.
Yeah.
And we're turning that into this like buttery, beautiful candy.
Okay.
And as a kid,
Sugar
I just
to
remember,
candy.
like,
Poof.
you know, we hung out in the kitchen, it was hot, and you had to get your hands all dirty. And then the after thing was these green, like, kind of weird looking mints, but they were like magical candies.
Oh, so now, I think I know what mints you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm rolling up my sleeves.
So we got to be real quick
now.
because we're almost
let's
here.
Do it.
This is the beginning form. So you can see the little bit of bubbles, no big deal, right?
Yeah.
You put the sugar in, you put the water in, it dissolves, you crank up your heat, you touch it with a teaspoon of butter.
Okay.
Or two.
Did you put that in already?
It's already in.
Okay.
Then it foams up like this, right? You turn the heat down as it's foaming up, then you turn the heat back up just as it's coming up, and we get to look at this magical number right here. What's that?
What is it?
259 degrees.
It has to be 259.
Well, you can be like a little bit hotter, a little bit cooler.
260 or 258. Okay, we're going to be using the surface.
Tight, right? So we get a little marble, we get some butter. I did this about 10 times trying to get it right, and sometimes it didn't work. So if it doesn't work, bear with me, okay? We all make mistakes.
I love the fact that you do this. You always bring the magic into the City Line studio. Who cares if it doesn't work?
Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
I think they care.
Do they care?
They care.
We already have the after.
260 degrees.
It's like molten lava.
That's magma.
Look at it.
And you put that onto the marble, right? What the marble is going to do is it's going to suck the heat out of this.
Okay.
And this is a good sign.
Is it going to stop?
Trust me, no, it's going to stop because it's cooling off. But you see the big bubbles are turning a little bit smaller, right?
All right.
Let's just
It
turn
looks
this
good to
off.
me.
Let's turn this off.
So, okay, so let's say I'm going to try and be practical here and ask you practical questions. So let's say you're doing this at home.
Yes.
You want to make sure you have this kind of a surface to do it on.
A piece of marble's best. If not, I mean, we just use the top of the dishwasher, which was wood when we were kids. But, you know, we evolved
Use
from
whatever
there.
you got then.
Know. Anyways, what I need you to do is a little bit of peppermint oil, like 5 drops.
Oh, so that's what's going to make it all
and you're going to
pepperminty.
smell this everywhere. It's going to be awesome.
Okay.
Right?
That was kind of 3 drops.
Okay. And then my question to you is, do you want it colored?
Yeah, I do.
You want it colored?
Folks, do we want it colored?
Yeah. What color are we going?
Do we want green, blue, pink, peach? Just yell it out.
Green. It's always green.
Wow,
see?
okay, fine.
I asked my dad, why was it always green? He's like, it's Christmas.
Come on now.
It makes no sense.
What a silly question.
Why not red?
Can I put it in now?
3 drops. You don't want to go too much because if it gets too bright, it kind of looks fake.
All right.
All right?
Although
And see how the sugar is starting to come up like this?
So
that
cool.
right there is a good sign.
So you want to make sure that, like, is now the time to be scraping it up? You want to make sure it's not
scrape it, put it in the middle like
stuck
that,
down.
right? But I kind of greased my hands up before, which isn't a good sign. My hands are a little greasy on the spatula.
I want to know how we're going to make them look like those perfect little candies over there.
I know, it's going to be a little bit of a process, and it might get a little warm.
All
But
right.
what I need you to do, Trace, is get your hands and just rub it in that butter like your hands were a cob of corn.
You want me to rub my hand in the butter?
Yes. Just pretend your hand's a cob of corn. Get both hands, Trace. Come on. So what this is going to do is, believe it or not, there you go. So I told you this was going to be fun.
So much fun.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah.
So what that's going to do is, basically, the sugar's still pretty hot, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to pick this sugar up.
Okay. Pick it up.
Pick it up. And the butter's going to allow it not to stick to your hands.
Oh, it feels great.
It feels good. And then just kind of fold it in like you're making a pizza dough or something, right?
Okay, I don't make pizza dough.
And if it sticks to your hands, that's when it burns. As long as you're buttered up, it doesn't. And then you just want to pull. Pull.
Okay, pull.
And just kind of let it fall and fold.
Okay.
And what we're doing now is we're taking the sugar and we're adding some air into it, right? So we don't want super hard candies. We want buttery, creamy, soft.
It's really hot.
Beautiful. It's warm.
It's a little warm.
You don't want to stop.
Yeah, no, keep going.
You're going to get a blister in your hand.
And look at the color is coming now.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's getting a little green. Yours is a little yellow, but whatever.
Don't let it get away from you, okay?
Okay.
No, keep going, keep going.
Get in there.
Keep going.
All right. Keep
now, what you want
it.
to do is just 2 more pulls, Trace, 2 more.
Okay,
right?
2 more. Get
and
some
then
air
lay
in
it down
there.
on your board, right?
Oh my gosh, my ring. It's on my wedding ring. Okay.
Oh, I know. I should have told you to take that off.
That's okay.
'cause it sticks to
Whatever.
that
Who cares?
too.
Sorry,
now, you
Leo.
can twist it, you can spin it, you can do whatever you want, but you're going to lay it out about the thickness of the mint, right?
Okay.
So roll her out like this. Got that?
Yeah. You got to work pretty fast with it, huh?
It's like,
I feel like it's going to dry on me. Yeah. Okay.
But I think the kids would enjoy that, wouldn't they?
Oh my gosh, you must have loved this.
This is good times. So then, You get some scissors and simply little 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's what you do. All right, I can do that.
But you got to be quick, or
Yeah.
you got to have it like a gaggle or a gang of kids helping you out.
To cut
Because there's
them
only a
all.
matter of time before the sugar kind of sets up.
Oh my gosh, okay.
How you making out over there?
I'm okay, I'm
and
just a little
the
nervous.
best part is,
Gotta get these cut.
I haven't slept for 3 days. I didn't think this was going to work. I'm pretty happy.
I can't talk right now, Randy. I'm cutting.
The best part is they're
Mix.
not going to look the same. There's going to be bigger ones, smaller ones, this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And when you do your research on this, it tells you it's a dying art. And I'm not going to lie to you, I messed up a few times, but then I
Yeah.
figured out you just got to let the sugar sit on the marble until you can hold it. If you start folding it ahead of time, that's when it turns into just like pop rocks.
Right.
So you let it until you get it, and then you give it a few pull. Tracy, yours
Right?
actually, those look better than mine.
What?
Why would you help me when we're practicing?
Here's the thing about baking, though, and people will say this all the time. The more you do the recipe and the more you try, the more you perfect it. So it totally makes sense that it took a while to get this.
And I can't tell you the
down pat,
happiness
right?
that went through me when I actually got it.
Then
You can
it
see, because you
worked.
kind of see what's going on with the sugar.
Yeah.
I haven't hit like a home run in a World Series, but I imagine it's very close to that feeling.
Yeah.
Very,
It
very
felt
close
that
to that
good.
feeling. So you want to see the finished product? You want to taste this?
I do, but
So this is
I
hours.
kinda like this.
Well, not hours, but you know, a couple like failed attempts and then a couple perfect
That's
attempts.
beautiful.
I love the white ones. The red ones with the little blisters are nice. The
Yeah.
little mint green ones are nice. But when you taste these things, it's honestly like,
butter.
it's this magical little thing.
Don't even chew it. Just like let it
just kinda
melt on your
melts.
tongue, huh?
And believe it or not, my 2.5-year-old was just loving it. He's climbing up on the table and he's just chomping them back. And so we
Mine
took
got all
simple white
confused
sugar.
a little bit. They got stuck together.
Well, you gotta,
Okay,
you know, that's
so
all
do
right.
we
They'll
just
come on, they'll
do we
come undone when
leave
they dry
it?
out.
Do you leave it out though? Let's say for those people who are following at home, do you leave
Yes.
it out and let it cool?
We let this cure for 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't pull it, leave it alone.
Okay, got
because
it.
then when it cures, it'll come along. So you're
Okay.
supposed to spread them out a
So
little
when
bit.
it gets a little bit harder, they'll just I can
24
break
hours
them
later,
apart.
you're perfect. Perfect gift. And just to have lying around, we're actually thinking of trying to make them for the restaurants. What?
I think that would be great.
That'd be cool.
Isn't that
1 month
amazing?
out of the
Give
year.
them a big
There
hand.
you
That
go.
is so cool.
Thank you very much.